Dear students, again I welcome you all, and here comes part 3 of life cycle of Plasmodium vivax, where we'll be discussing about stage 3, that is a sporogony in mosquito. When we have to discuss about the sporogony in mosquito, it strictly related to sexual cycle which takes place in the mosquito. Now, as far as last lecture is concerned, last video lecture is concerned, we were discussing about a sexual cycle in man, exoerythrocytic and erythrocytic stages that we have already discussed, and now it's time to talk about the sexual cycle which takes place in the mosquito. See now, when there is bite of mosquito, it sucks the blood, and with blood it takes red blood corpuscles, as it is one of the component of blood. Now that red blood corpuscles which contains gametocytes which are formed due to erythrocytic schizogony that are sucked by mosquito. Now you can see here it is nothing but a blood vessel, and the formed gametocyte, these are taken by mosquito with the bite. Here two types of gametocytes are sucked by this mosquito. One is megagametocyte and second one is microgametocyte. Depending on shape, its name is given. Smaller one is microgametocyte and larger one it is megagametocytes. Now see the changes which occurs in megagametocyte and microgametocyte. Megagametocyte, it changes its shape to form cone of reception, because megagametocyte behave like ovum. Here is a polar body and here is a megagamete. This polar body helps to form cone of reception. See here, this is nothing but cone of reception, because when fusion of male and female gamete takes place, the fusion on the site of this reception, so there is formation of cone of reception, and polar body helps in the formation of cone of reception. Here it is the gametocyte, that is megagametocytes, which is formed due to changes in megagametocyte. This megagametocyte is now ready to receive microgamete. See now, this is the microgametocyte which undergoes changes, and it forms a flagellated structure as it undergoes process of exflagellation. See here, there is formation of structure like this. See here, the cursor shows the structure formed by microgametocyte. See here, formation of this microgamete. Now one microgametocyte gives rise to many microgametes. See, this exflagellation gives rise to microgamete. This separates, and this microgamete behave as a male sperm. See here, this microgamete that is detached from this microgametocyte, and this detached microgamete is now ready for the purpose of fusion. This exflagellation gives rise to microgamete, and microgamete now moves towards megagamete, which is formed due to microgametocyte, and megagamete from the cone of reception receives microgamete, and here it is nothing but a fusion of male and female gamete takes place and a formation of a zygote takes place. This formed zygote due to fusion of male and female gamete is called as ookinete. This ookinete is nothing but a structure which is formed by fusion of male and female gamete, that is microgamete and megagamete. Now this ookinete is attached with the stomach wall. See here, it is the stomach wall, and here you can find the attached ookinete, or you can say attached zygote. See here, this ookinete from this stomach wall, it moves inside and it forms a rounded structure, changes its shape and forms oocyst. This is nothing but a oocyst, and here in the oocyst it forms, there you can see numerous numbers of nuclei are formed here. See now, here there is formation of a large number of nuclei. Here in the ookinete, with this nuclei, cytoplasmic masses you can observe, and from this masses and from this nuclei there is a formation of a numerous number of sporozoid formation takes place. This sporozoid formation takes place here in the ookinete, which is formed due to the fusion of male and female gamete. See here, this is nothing but oocyst. This oocyst is due to ookinete. Ookinete means what? Fused structure, that is microgamete and megagamete. So this gives rise to nuclei. Cytoplasmic masses are there, and that forms a spores. So why it is called as sporogony? Because it forms spores like structures. And here formation of numerous number of sporozoids takes place. These sporozoids, after growing to certain limit, it leads to burst of this salivary gland cells, because from this gut it comes into the salivary gland of mosquito. Oocyst that burst and that liberates this sporozoids. This sporozoid comes in salivary glands, and salivary gland releases again numerous numbers of sporozoids. When these sporozoids formed liberate from the salivary gland, and when there is bite of mosquito, then again it enters in the human being. See here, transmission of a sporozoid. Again I am repeating, just in the part 2 we have already discussed transmission of infective form, that is sporozoid. How it is transmitted? Sporozoid injected with saliva. When there is bite of mosquito, sporozoids are released. It enters in the bloodstream, that is in the circulation, and then it moves towards the liver cell and it start to damage liver cells. And to this phase we call it as exoerythrocytic phase, and asexual reproduction occurs in liver cell. That's why it is called as liver schizogony or exoerythrocytic schizogony, where there is destruction of hepatocyte, invasion of hepatocyte, that is liver cell takes place, and asexual reproduction is carried out. Near about 6 to 15 days is the time period, and there is formation of merozoites. See here, now next stage, second stage, this is erythrocytic stage, where intracellular parasite undergoes formation of trophozoite, that is trophic stage, This trophozoite then is converted into a ring-like structure, and ring is due to the formation of vacuole, and that stage is called as signet ring stage. We have already discussed. Here in the erythrocyte, in the RBCs, it uses hemoglobin of red blood corpuscle as a food material, and they undergoes next development. When there is formation of signet ring stage and development into another stage, there is formation of granules. There is formation of granule which is called as Schaffner granules, and pigments hemozoin can be observed, and this hemozoin pigment release is a first sign of a malarial symptom. In erythrocytic schizophrenia, that is asexual cycle, nuclear division that can be observed, that is schizont stage, near about 6 to 40 nuclei that are formed, and there is formation of a new structure, release of bursting of erythrocyte and release of new structure due to schizogony, and schizogony leads to the formation of a new structure that takes place. Here, when it undergoes a different schizogony, asexual cycle, at that time a different episodes of symptoms can be observed. Here there will be fever, and the patient may feel shivering, chattering of teeth, and again hotness, increase in the body temperature, chilling of body. These are the symptoms that can be observed. See here, this is nothing but a developmental stage. And then we have seen sporogony, that is in the mosquito. Exflagellation, in case of microgametocyte, it undergoes exflagellation and leads to formation of near about 8 microgamete from one microgametocyte. And we have already discussed while discussing the cycle how microgamete formation takes place, and this microgamete is responsible for the fusion with megagamete, which is formed from the megagametocyte. Now sporogony, here it occurs in the mosquito, and time period it is 9 to 21 days. It is leading to the fusion of micro and megagametocyte or gamete or macrogamete, as a result of which formation of ookinete or zygote formation takes place. Now ookinete transverses gut epithelium, that is transinvasion occurs. It transfers from that gut, and it forms a structure which is called as oocyst. From ookinete to oocyst, it happens between epithelium and basal lamina in the mosquito, and then it leads to the formation of nuclei. That nuclei undergoes again asexual replication, as a result of which formation of a sporozoite occurs. These sporozoites that are migrate through hemocoel. Sporozoites invade the salivary glands. Now salivary gland invasion taken place, the stored plasmodium in the salivary gland of mosquito, when there is bite of mosquito again to the human being, this releases sporozoite to another person, and a cycle continues. This is nothing but a cycle where you can see that this is nothing but bite of mosquito, then lymph vessels, lymph nodes, it comes in the liver cell, then red blood corpuscles, then completion of its cycle in the red blood corpuscle, formation of gametocytes, uptake of this gametocyte, and formation of mega and microgamete, and formation of sporozoite again. When again bite, then this cycle continues. Thank you for watching.